Hello everyone. Time for my second part of my top 5 series for the Incredibles month. For my next one, I decided to do top 5 scenes from the original movie. Number 5 is Am I Fired? The scene Am I Fired starts off with Bob, aka Mr. Incredible, going to talk to his boss because his boss called him down there because his boss, Mr. Huff, found out about all his clients dodging a bunch of stuff, and he didn't like it. And so basically, as he's talking on, Mr. Incredible heard it all before. What happens next is that he notices someone getting mugged outside, so he tries to tell his boss because he wants to take care of it. But his boss says to him, if he leaves the office, he'll get fired. So he basically heads back in, very cross. He sees the guy run away with the guy that was getting the other guy mugged ran away. He grabbed his boss by the neck because he was so mad, threw him through a wall, which caused him crashing into a set of lockers, and a bunch of people knew about his superpower yet again, which caused him to get fired. My number 4 pick is the second battle against the Omnidroid. It's basically towards the end, where the Omnidroid is released amongst the city, so Syndrome can prove that he's a successful hero by killing off other heroes, so he can become his own. But the Omnidroid was proven to be too powerful, as he took out Syndrome's remote and him with it. Not killing him, but still. So the Incredibles decide to head to the city, head to Metroville to save the day. It takes a lot of time, but they are able to take him out with his own powers against him. Number 3 was the burning building scene. One night after dinner, Mr. Incredible and his friend Frozone, aka Lucio, decide to listen to the police scanners to see what's going on. When they encounter news that there's a burning building, Mr. Incredible mainly decides to go to see what's going on. So he basically makes it there. They grab a bunch of people, and they burst out the building, and they end up in a jewelry shop, and the cop mistakes them for thieves since they're wearing ski masks. So Frozone decides to get a drink of water because he's dehydrated to freeze the cop, and that's what there is to say. So shout out to my grandpa yet again because he likes the line in that scene where Mr. Incredible goes, "All right, stay right on my tail. It's gonna get hot." He just enjoys that line. Number 2 was the first battle against the Omnidroid. If you're wondering why this battle is higher than the other one, it's clear. It's more entertaining, mainly because when Mr. Incredible breaks his back, basically. It's just downright hilarious, especially when the Omnidroid pulls him and his back cracks, and yeah, that's mainly it. Finally, number 1. When I was making this list, I knew this scene had to be number 1. My number 1 pick is the plane scene. So basically, Helen finds out that Mr. Incredible has been captured, so she decides to go save him. So she gets a private jet from her friend Snug. So basically, what happened is that after a while, she found out that her kids, Violet and Dash, snuck onto the plane while they left their baby brother Jack with a babysitter. So basically, after Helen calls the babysitter, things start getting real exciting because Syndrome knew about what happened because Mr. Incredible sent out a homing signal, which was actually Helen's fault because she activated it. So what happened is that he sent out what he called a little greeting, which was actually heat-seeking missiles. So she used her turbo ability, or the turbo on the plane, to get away from them as fast as they can, but they couldn't outrun them because there were too many of them. So what happened next is that she basically told Violet to make a force field around the plane, but she wasn't able to because she never made one that big. So basically, it was too late. The plane was taken out with everyone on it. I'm just kidding. At the last second, Elastigirl, don't sue me, DC, for covered up both Violet and Dash before the plane was taken out. So they basically plummeted towards the sea, and either way, they survived the attack. So tune in for the last countdown.